What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Appreciate you guys actually coming on live as well. It's a lot that's happened over the last 2 days or so since I last streamed as well. Bitcoin is now a bloody freaking 105k, I believe so, around 105k. I'm just bringing up the chart quickly. Yeah, 105.7k. We had the Fed reserve rate has come out, so they actually just maintain the same rate between 4.5 and 4.25%. Yeah. Big news, monthly close as well. Bitcoin's pushed up as well. I mean, we were touching sub 100k not too long ago as well. Literally like in the beginning of the week itself. And here we are, we're 105k. Now the question is, does this have legs, to go up higher to like 120k? And we see a lot more higher prices. So we'll figure this bit out as well in terms of price action. So, but from what I can see, looks pretty fucking good in my opinion. So without further ado, let's just get cracking. Let's get cracking as well. So what we got here, dollar index, right? So dollar index has started off with the week with a gap in the market itself between this area here. Generally tend to get filled out, just like we have a gap over here. It does tend to get filled out as well, but we're pushing up. We might get a spike up, fill out the whole gap there, and then find resistance beneath the yearly open. That's what we're really looking for itself more than anything else. So we'll have to see how this plays out, literally speaking as well. But ultimately, like we discussed last week as well, starts breaking down between this level here. We can start working our way down to these lows and into this support level at 105.6, and then from there we'll see what happens. We've discussed last week in regards to Bitcoin being not Bitcoin, sorry, like what happens around the presidential time. So when you have like the president comes in, you have a bit of a range bound environment on Bitcoin. That's 2017. We did that 2021. So looking at this as what we're looking at on Bitcoin, is actually pushed up. I mean, the ultimate thing we talked about really is Monday's range. Originally, I was thinking of resistance, right? That's the first thing, I'm going to be honest with you. So I was looking at Monday's low, which is, if I get a clean chart, I was looking at Monday's lows here. That's Monday's low, and I was looking at Monday's high. And originally, what was happening was we were finding resistance of this particular area here. So I took a little short there, expecting this to be a deviation. And then prior to the Fed, the whole news event as well, stops the break even. You always got to protect yourself. And then we spike up, find support, we make higher highs, and you can see how we're finding support off this high. Support over here, and we're just range banding in this area here. We're just literally playing around this particular area here. So now, the fact is that we're breaking above. This shows me bullishness as well. We're pushing up here, spikes up, finding support off this SR, resistance over here, resistance over there, resistance, and it sells off, taking out all these liquidity over here. Now, all we're doing now is seeing if price. Now, actually, let me overlap my levels here. So you see this? Fucking keeps going up. So you see how this is? This high over here, right? So we got the mid range of last week's Monday's high, last week's Monday's mid range, and last week's Monday's low. Okay, so we've taken out the liquidity over here. Originally, I thought maybe we'll come back down into this support level, and then we'll see what happens, and maybe we take out these liquidity here. But if we were to find support, play it back up. If it's breaking down, play back down. Instead, it's come above the mid range. So then now we're playing from the low to the mid, now mid to high. That's all we're looking to play. So how does this work out? And in terms of a short-term trade wise, right? So you can do something like, actually you can do something like this, right? Let's highlight this area. So you got this area here that's capping the market right now. Okay, you can see it was about resistance here, resistance here. Step above, you can start going in. Invalidation will be here. Aggressive stop loss. I'd be aggressive right here from here, to be honest. I wouldn't actually do that. Break above here. That will give you confirmation that that was a deviation. That's your stop loss, and play it for last week's high. Taking out these liquidity and into this area here. That's all it is. And then from last week's Monday's high, we've got to see what happens next as well. That's pretty much it. So do we actually reclaim and shoot up higher, or do we start breaking down and go down back to the mid-range? I'm not too sure. We'll have to work this out. So now, if I overlap my levels, right? This 105k we discussed in depth yesterday, last week, whenever it was, to be quite a key resistance. So I'm a bit cautious now. Very cautious there. A few things we're going to cover. We're going to cover some alts today as well. So I'm cautious in the sense of this area. So this is the range high, and that's the range low. right? So all I'm looking for, personally speaking, let me just put this on the 4 hours. It's much nicer on the 4. All I'm looking for, if I just go across, fuck off, motherfucker. That's more like it. So let's get these levels back up. That's the range high, and that's the range low. Okay, and let's mark out the mid range for the sake of argument's sake. Okay, so you see how this is playing in. We played within this range here. I'm looking for a breakout above this high, and that will give us more confirmation to start playing these highs, which is last week's Monday's high, and then a reclaim of that will tell us further price action to go a lot more higher. And how high did we go? Then I'll be playing between 115k, right? Is that 115k? I gotta work this out actually now, because we're gonna be stepping into this range now. Because yeah, 113k, my mistake. So what I'm looking for is a reclaim of this level there, find bullish price action, and then I'm saying what? 115k, and then from 115k we'll expect some sort of chop, reclaim above there, we'll start going to 121.9k. That's the plan when it comes to BTC. Level to level, we're going to be working our way into this area here. First, we're playing this mid-range, take out these highs, which is Monday's high, break above Monday's high, we are playing towards 113, continuation is 121.9. That's pretty much the plan that I've got when it comes to Bitcoin as it is for the time being. And then after 121.9, we'll work out a lot more higher prices. So the thing is, I want you to pay attention though, right? Is the sense that we're coming to the monthly open, monthly close. So it's coming to the end of the month. As a monthly, I think that's the best thing to do is look at the higher time frame. So if I go to the monthly and bring this all up, does this look bearish to you? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Does this looks bearish to you? It doesn't. I mean, when I first entered the freaking market, I entered in September right here. See this down candle right here? Let me just get an arrow there. See this down candle over here? That's where I first entered the market, and here we are. We're now right there, and it looks like we can do a continuation for higher prices. It's all patience. That's all it is. What's going on, brother? How you doing, Carl? It's been a while, brother. It has been a fucking minute and a half, man. So hope you're keeping well. If you guys don't know, Carl's a sick guy, actually. Let me plug him in as well. He's actually a legitimately good guy. Let me bring up Twitter. Car Crypto. There you go. That's the brother over here. Lovely guy as well. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting him quite a few times. We actually played a game of football, for those who don't know about it as well. So give him a follow. Great guy. Solid geezer as well. I've got nothing but love for that guy too as well. So appreciate it there, Carl. Yeah, so it looks bullish in my opinion as well. So I mean, look, even the sense of we've taken out last month's high. So all you got to look at, right, if we take out last month's high right over here, and we start closing, especially on the daily, a nice green candle up here, and a pullback is an anticipation for you to start going for longs for higher prices, and that's what you can do. So reclaim our, look, what high is that? What the fuck, the high is 105, 108. Reclaim 108. We play towards 113 and 121.9. Pretty simple there, straightforward there. That's all I'm looking at in terms of Bitcoin. Now, with Bitcoin being bullish, right, the whole issue is Ethereum. Dude, this fucking cigarette keeps burning out. Fucking annoying as well. Yeah, so now we're looking for Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, look, before I actually carry on, one more thing. Let me give up this level. Where is it? This chart. Yeah. That's the yearly open right here, if you go to the daily, right? See this level over here? This red one over here? That's the yearly open. So we're bullish above the yearly open. Above the yearly open is bullish, okay? Below the yearly open, we can bearish. Now, Ethereum's a bit funky. We're below the yearly open. We've taken out last month, I think in last Monday's high. That's perfectly fine. We'll work onto that in just a second there. My whole key thing is I would love to see this reclaim the yearly open, give me bullishness, and then we can start breaking out, taking out all these liquidities and work our way to an all-time high. Because if you can look at it this way, from a higher time perspective, you draw like a trend line. You can see how this is causing a bit of an issue, right? That's all it is, right? So you've got this low here, active support, whoopsie daisy, active support, there's a bit of a deviation, pushes up there. Once we reclaim this level there, bullish price action, we're going to start taking out all these motherfucking highs. And that's pretty much it. And if you overlap it, it's above the yearly open we're looking for. So maybe a bit of a resistance in this area here as a short-term trade, whoopsie daisy. Little area here as a short-term trade, but ultimately I'm looking for a reclaim of this level, and that's not pushing up higher. Now, if Ethereum can get above the the whatchamacallit, the yearly open, that would change things for as a whole perspective. Because in a lot of the focus right now has been on Solana. All right, Solana's been pumping up and all that kind of stuff, and you know, like you can't forget Ethereum. You know, like the way I put it is like if you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is like the king in crypto, right? That's the main thing. Ethereum is the prince. You can't disrespect the prince. It happened in 2017, happened in 2021, it's happening again in 2025. It's the same story over and over again. And if you look at it this way, right? Let's go back in time. I mean, this is fucking highlight all this shit, right? Back in 17, right? So you see how before we took all-time high, when did we take out all-time high? That's the question you need to start asking yourself, right? A nice clean close was February. So even then, we still played below it. And you can see how this was just a range-bound environment right here. Let me just highlight this. This whole thing was just a range. It's a ping-pong situation until we get above, find support, bullish price action, take out these highs, find support, and it rallies all the way fucking out, finds resistance, rallies away, finds support, rallies away. It's the same thing. Same thing happening in 17, it's going into 2021. Now, it's the same thing. Look at this. All we've got here, that's the all-time high. We're below the all-time high. February of 2021 is when we start bullish. I think it won't be February. I think it'll be a little bit later. But once we start breaking above and it retests and we start shooting for higher prices, that's all it comes with Ethereum. This whole thing is like, look, if you look at it this way, this whole thing is actually a range. I've got a chart for that. There we go. This whole thing, let me delete this. This whole thing's a range. It's just a range-bound environment until proven otherwise. Let's extend this across, and you can see how these highs and resistance and all that kind of stuff. That's 2020. Yeah, that was last year's low, yearly open. But you can see how this whole thing, this high here, acts as support, acts as a deviation, acts as a deviation, small deviation, a little bit more of a deviation, but higher lows, right? Makes highs, finds chopping around the mid-range, pushes up. You see level to level within these level. Within these level here, we play back up, do a deviation, find resistance at that level, we're finding support, so we're still stuck in this level here. Reclaim this level, then we play towards the freaking 3.7k to 4.3k, and that's all we're looking for. And then when God permits it, we break above it, take out all-time high, start going for higher prices. And when this happens, that's when you have the respect for Ethereum, because this whole bull market lies on Ethereum. So ultimately, getting above 4.4k, right, which is the range highs, will give us the bullish price action to go higher. Now, you might be thinking like, yeah, but dude, like this is a mad range in it, but it's the same range that we had over here. Let me show you this range. And I mapped this out back in 2021, in May 2021. Literally, that's the high. You can see here, that's the high, that's the low, quarterly lows, deviation, just about support, deviation, support, deviation, higher lows, it comes to the range highs, there's chop in the range highs and blast off, and here we are, we're now up here. So it's all just a range. Like Ethereum will look like this very, very soon, but we just got to give it time. But what we need to do is get above the yearly open. Reclaiming the yearly open is the only way for us to start getting bullish. That's it. Okay, so now 100x's is a common question that people ask, right? What's the next 100x? What's the next 100x? So there's once Ethereum start reclaiming the yearly open, and like we discussed, the breakout of the trend line. Let me just draw that again. Delete this for a second. So we drew the trend line over here. Once it reclaims the yearly open and breaks out the trend line and shows some sort of levels of support, bullish price action, this will start running up. And when ETH start pushing up, that's when you have an alt cycle, right? So look at this, right? When did we run in 2023? Right, 2023. You can see this, right? When we broke out this high here, which happened to be on the 11th February, that's when we start having a rally up on the market. And when we start having a rally up, taking out liquidity, same shit. It's the same shit that we're facing right here. Like, I'd say, yeah, like this. Resistance, clean breakout. We get a bit of chop around here and start pushing up higher. So now we're looking for this. You can do the same thing over here. Trend line. Resistance over here. Oopsie daisy. Resistance. resistance, resistance, break about, and keeps going up higher. It's just the same shit every single time. Oopsie daisy. And now this one's more of a funky one. We had another breakout. This one finds resistance, but you can find the breakout right here. Once it breaks out the trend line, rallies up higher. Oopsie daisy. And now we're doing the same thing. We're having another set of trend line right over here. So break out of it, good to go. Now alts can be quite massive. I mean, I will give you an example another time. It is running a bit 20. We're 20 minutes in, and I want to cover a couple of alts as well. But like, once again, sorry about this, guys. Yeah. Now some of the alts I'm looking for, right? Like, it's quite an interesting one. Let me get this up. Let me bring up. First one's first. I'm looking at Paul, right? Paul has been one of those ones since day one. I've actually been into it as well. At 1 million market cap as well. It's sitting about 212 market cap. Yeah, I saw this shit go up to 800x, pull back down, and this whole thing is just a range band environment. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, yeah, but like, what? This is not doing anything. Let me hide all this shit as well. It's not doing anything. We've got the high over here, the low over here, support, deviation, finds resistance, deviations, resistance, deviates it, comes to about support, deviates it, and comes back down over here as well. Now, this chart here, right, will coincide with ETH. Once ETH starts pushing up, right, whether you want to use ETH or Solana or whatever, once ETH start pushing up, we'll start to see Paul AI start rallying up as well. 230 million market cap as well. Now, this is going to sound daft, but I'm going to say it as it is now. I think this has potential to do about 10 billion, 20 billion. I know, like, originally I was thinking like $1. $1 would be like a billion market cap itself. But I remember seeing Luna at 30 cents, right? I'll tell you a quick story. So I bought Luna at 30 cents in 2021, right? And sorry, in 2020. Now, the all-time high was $100, which is about a 300x. The truth is, right, now you guys might be thinking to yourself, like, yo, like, you made 100x from Luna. Nah, I didn't actually. I actually made a 10x. I sold at $3. I sold at $3 because Luna at that time was about 100 million, 200 million market cap, right? When he did the 10x, it hit $1 billion. Something like that. I can't remember exactly what the market cap, but the market cap at the time was so mad. So it hit $1 billion market cap, and I made a 10x. So making a 10x, you just sell. I watched the motherfucker just rally. Put it that way. I watched it rally hard. I mean, can I bring up a chart? Let me see if I can bring up a chart here. See if I can find Luna USDT. Might be, is it on Binance? Did it show it? No. Yeah. So Binance. Okay, here you go. All right. So Luna back in 2020, right, was over here. Same thing, just like what we're talking about Paul, and a lot of altcoins are doing the same thing as well. So you see this like range band environment has been formed over here. Got the high, finds resistance, got the low, finds support, slowly pushes up, and again it breaks out of a trend line right here, finds support, rallies up, right? I'm now in profit. I bought in at 30 cents, right? I bought in at 30, I can't remember what day it was, but I bought in 30 cents, comes up, deeper pullback, but the pullback comes into this area here, into around here. Comes into a bit of a support level here, pushes up, breaks all-time high, and I'm like, yo, I'm up 2x. So when he was at 60 cents, I'm up 2x, and I'm watching this in 2021. I'm like, yo, thank God, this is fucking mad. And the moment I saw $3 over here, I cut the whole fucking thing, because you have to remember, I saw the chart like this. You're like, Jesus Christ, you're looking up, and it's mad. What's going on, Tereso? How you doing, brother? Yeah, you're looking up, and you saw Luna like you're fucking 10x as well. I sold, and the next day it went higher, and the next day it goes higher, and it pulls back, and it just doesn't come back. It just doesn't come back. Fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? Do you know when it comes back? This here. But even then, all it does, it takes out these lows. Takes out all these lows. Finds support. That's the range it's playing in from this high itself. From this high to this low. Resistance, support. Breaks out. Comes in. And then plays within the range. And then he breaks out and he does one final fucking kaboom. That's what he does. A fucking kaboom. And then obviously he dumped down and whatever. But don't worry about that dumping bit. That's part of fucking crypto as it is. But I remember seeing that. I remember watching it. And this shit hit like $100, man. And I will never forget this when in December. Bruv, like when I found out that Luna hit $100, Do you know how sad I was? I was fucking sad. But that's the bull market for you. That's the excitement that it gives you. I'll give you another example. Solana, all right? Solana's like one of the coins that... Let me hide this or this. Solana was a coin that I was told to buy at $1, right? I'm not going to lie to you. I remember being told by a crypto girl, right? Shout out to Liz, actually. I've got a lot of respect for her as well. She actually told me to buy Luna at $1. Did I listen to Liz? No, I didn't. I watched the motherfucker get sent. You know, this is the bull market for you. That's what we're waiting for, and it goes all the way to like freaking highs. Look at that. And then obviously the bear market happens. But had I been patient, and 2021 is the year of the bulls, right? 2017 is the year of the bulls. 2025 is going to be the year of the bulls. That's how the perception is going on as well, and that's how what I personally believe as well. So we'll see how this plays out as well. So it's fucking wild. So I look at coins like Paul, and I'm like, all right, this is how it is right now. But eventually, what's going to happen, right? Like, it can. Who knows? Who knows if it hits here? I fucking would love that shit. You know, like $1, it will be a target. $5, and every dollar is a target. You know, all the way to $20, and however long this goes for. This what it could well be, just like how we did with Solana. This is, you see this fucking small movement over here, and then it pushes up and then rallies up, and we did the same with. You can do the same with, like, I don't know, freaking. I'm just using Doge for example, right? Doge, motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? That this is 2021 for us. Do you know what I mean? So like, this is how the market plays out, and it's wild as hell. So Paul is one that I'm personally holding. So just working out on Paul, 230 million market cap as well. I believe he can hit $1 billion quite easily as well, very easy in my opinion as well. They're one of the first crypto projects that actually had the Google Cloud partnership as well. So shout out to these guys as well. And we're at 230 million market cap. Obviously, from day one when I was actually in it. We've rallied all the way. I had a consolidation pull back over here. Again, another set of consolidation pulls back over here, rallies up. You know, we got bearish market structure here, right? But we've actually have. Okay, let's just follow the structure wise. You got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and you start. Actually, no, yeah, it's here, lower high, right? Because obviously, this is a range band environment as a whole, and then now what we've got is a higher high, higher low, higher high. I'm expecting this to be a higher low. I'm looking for this to hold. So at 25 cents, 4x from here is $1 billion market cap. It's $1. I think it can do 5-10 billion, personally speaking as well. 20 billion, who knows? Could be a solid 100x from here. It's at 213 million market cap, and we'll see as it goes, as time goes on as well. So that's one of my personal coins I'm actually holding very, very close to my heart as well. So shout out to Paul. You know, they're fucking sick. So they perfect technology behind it as well. Really, the up to date. They're really into the whole movement as well. And don't forget as well, when it comes to AI technology as well, you know, it's AI, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like Trump already talked about how, you know, well, obviously DeepSeek was an issue. Yeah, DeepSeek's a fucked up issue as well. That kind of made the Americans look like a bunch of bitches in it. I don't know about that. Yeah, it made them look like a bunch of bitches. That's really what happened as well. But I still believe the AI sector in crypto gonna be fucking phenomenal. That's my personal opinion as well. So that's Paul. Another one I'm in is Zignaly. I personally got into Zig. Get a chart. It's on Solana chain. No. Let me get the thingy. Yeah. So another coin I'm in is Zignaly. 162 million market cap itself. Personally, when I got in, was at in the beginning of 2024, was it? Yeah, beginning of 2024. Yeah, it was at 3 cents. So got in around 3 cents as well. We're up from 3 cents to 11 cents. It's about 3x, nearly 4x. We're up 4x itself. We've got this consolidation just like here, right? When you look at Zig, we have a consolidation right over here, right? This is all just consolidation. Breaks up, finds support, goes up higher. And we just talked about crypto, what happens in the bull market when things just go parabolic. Okay, now this is 160 million market cap, right? It's at 11 cents. This I personally believe will actually hit a billion market cap, right? Plus, like, again, 5-10 billion, more than that as well. the guy behind it as well, like I know the CEO Abdul, he's a fucking sick guy. I got nothing but love for the guy. Great guy, really smart as well. He's really he's a solid guy to follow. So do check him out as well on Twitter as well. Abdul Rafi, his name is as well. So I believe that's what you find out quickly. Just a bit. Let's see if you can find it. I understand. I gotta plug in the brother. You always gotta plug in the brother. Abdul. That's it. Abdul Rafi. So Rafi Gadit. That's the geezer there. So he's the guy behind, was co-founder of Zig, and yeah, sick guy. Anyway, so going to the in terms of price action itself, right? We have really a fucking worth of consolidation here. That's crazy. Consolidation, and the bigger the consolidation, the bigger the breakout. Don't believe me? Just use Doge for example, right? Look. I know it's very different. I'm not trying to disrespect Doge or disrespect Zignaly at all, but it's just the principle of what a chart does. So you got, like, let's say you got this range high over here, all right? That's the range high, and let's say this is like the range low. You can see consolidation, and you've got a big breakout. All right. Again, you can use some past one. Look at Solana for example. Right. Let's go back in time actually. Let's go. Well, here we don't have to go back too far. Again, consolidation. The bigger the consolidation, the bigger the breakout. So it's all consolidation, right? And then the breakout. I know sometimes. I mean, I've been holding this since bloody 2020. Well, when was that? 3 cents. It was big. Yeah, 2024. It's been over a year. I've been holding this as well. So I can afford to hold it. I'm up as it is, and I still believe that there's a lot more upside to it as well. Looking at in terms of like smaller time frames, small time frames. Yeah, actually, you can see that this. So, oopsie daisy. You got the range low over here. You got the range high over here, right? And this is where we're stuck in. So if we hide that, that's where we're stuck in. So it could just well do this for a little bit longer, right? It's accumulation. All we're looking for is a reclaim of this level here. Bullish price action. Start to make a new all-time high. And then above the all-time high, a lot more high as it is. That's really is what the Zignaly is as well. And I'm looking forward to seeing Zignaly throughout the rest of the year as well in this bull market as we go ahead. So that's Zig. Now, Hash AI is another token I'm actually personally holding. Sorry, I keep getting a phone call. I know who it is, but I can't pick it up because I'm actually on live with you guys anyway. So Hash AI. Hash AI is another. Let me delete this as well. It's another AI technology that I'm in personally as well. It's all just accumulation itself, as you can see. I mean, look, we talked about ranges. Got this range low over here, and this is the range high, and all it is. No, actually, this is the whole thing. Actually, that's the SR. That's the SR. So you got this high there, resistance, sells back down. So you could, the mid range comes into about here, a little bit higher, probably here, around just about there. Right, that's the mid range as it is. We're looking for Ethereum to actually get back above. That's what we're first looking for. A reclaim of the bullish price action on Ethereum, especially yearly open. We'll start seeing these projects start rallying up to higher prices. AI, we just talked about Paul. Hash AI is another bullish price action that I'm looking for. So you got something like this trend line over here. Once we break out of this, which is essentially telling us to reclaim the mid range. So something like this, playing it back up to the range highs. So a reclaim of what level? Like 11 cents. Then we start working our way to 18 cents. Break above 18 cents above these highs there, and then we start going for higher prices towards all-time high. 76 million market cap on the other thing here, and a lot of these coins, when it comes to crypto in a couple of months down the line, you won't find 76 million market cap. You won't find 100, 200 million market cap. These things just start going rallying as well. It's the time to start looking. Personally, I'm looking to actually to accumulate and just hold on to it for a little bit longer as we play this bull market. And then, as you go up, take your profits. That's what it is. Just take profits. If you take profits, you can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong. So that's Hash AI. Another one that I'm really bullish with is Otos as well. So Otos, these guys are fantastic. In the ideas, like, when you think about it with crypto, everyone wants to get like a Lambo. When's Lambo? When's Ferrari? Freaking Aston Martin, the whole lot, right? That's the dream that we all pretty much have in crypto. It's one of the normal meme talk that we have, but it's still a reality that's what we dream. Now, these guys itself, personally, what they do, oopsie daisy, let me just open this up. Get a nice little chart there. What they've done is utilize the idea of actually having crypto, so you can buy a car, like beat whatever, they have like over 600 dealerships. I mean, let's go onto the website actually quickly. the web. I understand. Yeah, so you can literally just buy any car you want. Pretty much, you just search for it. I mean, like if you're interested in, I don't know, like let's go like popular. Let's see what they have for popular. Let's go for it. Actually, this would be an interesting one, right? Jeez, Porsche's 918, bro. McLaren P1. Let me get the end of the bull run, and I'll start looking at 1.8 million pounds worth of 2.2 million dollars worth of. I don't have that money, brother. But inshallah for all of us. But geez, look at that Aston Martin DB5, fam. Anyway, so let's just say, for example, you know you've got, how much do we need? How much do we all need to pull up together? I mean, where does it say? Is that, no, it doesn't say. It's as at the top, right? So I need 7.1 Bitcoin, right? I need 7.1 Bitcoin. Fuck. So I need to accumulate 7.1 Bitcoin, and then I can actually freaking give these guys a call, let them know like that I want to get this car. And what it is, right? You just literally transfer your money over to them. They will buy the car, get an invoice sent to you as well. I think via email, I believe, as well. I don't know. I haven't bought a car yet from them, but when I do, I will definitely actually do that like for real, for live. Like I'll do the whole thing, the whole process, and I'll explain to you as well. Hopefully soon, inshallah. But so you send over your crypto over, I send you an invoice, and you get the car. Just get the car to deliver to your place. Off you go. And it's fantastic. I think in terms of RWA, freaking amazing idea as well. So let me roll up a cigarette because I'm looking at DB5 and I'm like 7.1 Bitcoin. I need 7.1 Bitcoin, guys. Inshallah, we all get that as well. So I got a thing for classic, you know, like classic watches. Lately I've got a thing into classic watches and classic cars. That DB5, it is pretty fucking substantially beautiful, isn't it? How did I get rid of it? Yeah, there we go. Jesus Christ. See if there's any more. Let's see what I saw a DB6. I'm not a fan of the DB6. Is there one for classic? But I would love to see if there's a classic. I mean, I'm guessing you can type in, I don't know, 911 Turbo S, and then don't know what's going on over here. I have to actually message the CEO. I know the guy. His name is Wax. Lovely guy. Anyway, in terms of price action wise, it's an accumulation. This whole thing. It's at 5.9, well, 6 million market cap. Bruv, it's at 6 million market cap. It has the ability to go freaking up a billion quite easy, in my opinion, as well. And so if you think about it, I mean, how many people is going to be using the autos? So many. Excuse me. So many. So many. And they accept coins. They accept different coins. I can't really tell you off the top of my head, but 6 million market cap as well. Again, accumulation. We've been talking about accumulation in some of these altcoins as well. Another accumulation. We've got support over here, deviation, support, resistance over here, support there. It bounces up, deviation, resistance, comes. You get the point. It's literally bouncing up and down, and the longer the accumulation, the better it is, because the breakout will be fucking glorious. So we're looking for that kind of stuff. So it's stuck between these two levels here. I'll tell you where. 3.2 cents. And 5.2 cents. That's the two areas there. So like this is, I believe, if it hits $1, I don't know. I think if it hits $1, because you know what, in bull market, right? People ain't gonna look at market caps. That's what it is. I tell you that people don't look at market caps when it comes to the bull market. You know why? Because in Doge, right? I'll give you Doge as an example. And I was saying this to the group today. Look at here. At the beginning of 2021, let me just get this up there, right? Before 2021, in 2020, when, you know, accumulation was happening, I mean, like, let's zoom into it, right? This is all the accumulation over here, right? This is where Doge was at, 0.003 cents to 0.005. You know what I mean? So that's where it was playing at for quite some time. And when he start having his pump up, he freaking rally up to like over 1 cent, 3, 4, 5, 6 cents, and start running up, and then everyone was calling for $1, but he went to 70 cents and fucked us over. Bear market happened, right? Obviously, it did have a minor bounce, but it never really had the same bounce. It was one of the few coins. Well, there was many coins that didn't really have a bounce, but you get the point. So looking at this at 3 cents, right? That this can hit $1. I think this can hit $1, in my opinion, as well. But again, like I always say, you gotta take profits on the way up as well, because you gotta protect yourself. Now, yeah, accumulation. If you want to actually look for a breakout, I mean, it does look like there's a breakout here. That's giving me breakout vibes as it is. We're seeing Ethereum getting stronger as well. We just wanted to hold this level there. Ultimately, reclaiming this high here will give us further confluence for higher prices, and that's what it is. And let's go a lot more higher. That's autos for me as well. So definitely one that I'm quite keeping close to the chest as well. Oh, what time is it? 38. I'm running out of time a little bit as well. I had a few more that I want to talk about, but there was one called NAI, Nimbus. I bought this at 6 cents, so I'm currently up a little bit as well, about 50% up. It's not too bad as well, but we can see it's just a range bound environment between this area. So you can see, let me just draw this out, that high over here and this low over here. That's where it's stuck at. So you can see fairly new coin as well. It's only been about two weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks has been released as well. Consolidation over here, deviation there. It's just playing in within the range. If I drop it down to the 4 hours and have a look at what we got, well, again, looking for breakouts, right? Just like you would be looking for a breakout here. For example, like that was a clean breakout, goes up higher. I'm looking for another breakout around like this. So it looks to me that we are getting some sort of breakout over here. Want to see it start rallying up, pushing up, and ultimately taking out. See this low here, that low acts as support, smashes down, finds resistance. So this is going to be resistance here. So once we can reclaim this, all-time high will just come around the corner there. That's my personal opinion on NAI as well. So definitely another altcoin I'm in as well. So but I'll do the last one and I'll just jump off as well. So but fucking drop ashes on my keyboard. But is another one that I'm in as well. Okay, now this one sucks ass a little bit, right? Don't get me wrong, because I bought in at 10 cents, right? But when you buy altcoins, right? Yeah, like especially meme coins, you have to have the fucking balls to either stick with it or just walk away. That's what you got to have as well. And a lot of these, oh blood. I'll tell you Floki. I'll give you Floki as an example. I bought Floki at 4 million market cap back in 2021, right? Floki went up to 3.5 billion, and it took time, bro. It took time. It took months to get there. Right, it's not a sense of, oh, you buy an altcoin and you just start rallying away. It was consolidating. Like Floki was playing like consolidation, then breakout, then comes back down for a retest, consolidation, and then before we have a massive breakout. Now, but it's like no other, right? So I bought at 10 cents. I'm now down, personally speaking, as well at 20. I think it was bloody 70 cents, 70%, 77%. Bloody hell, it's kind of mad, but I've got to stick with it as well. Now we're looking at Floki, looking at right. So it's at 23 million market cap. I do believe this is one coin that can actually have the potential to go to a billion market cap itself. I mean, I didn't catch it over here. That's the thing, is that like a sub a million market cap. This is where it was. I didn't catch it, and you see how we made an all-time high. It goes all high and it pulls back down for lower prices as well. People are selling over there, right? But those who held, right, personally speaking, I don't have any. I didn't hold any. I didn't buy any at the time. But you can see how it shot up to 20 cents. And then did about over 200 X's or some shit like that. Crazy. We have the range bound environment. And this is where we are right now anyway. So let me just bring this over here. I'm going to the daily. I don't know why I'm on the 4 hours. Keep it nice and simple, right? You got a bit of a range over here. That's the low. As an SR point of view, you can see that. Sorry, let me bring this up. Yeah, as an SR point, you can see support, breaks down, resistance, finding resistance. So ultimately, reclaiming 50 cents will give us the potential to go for higher prices towards these highs, and then all-time high. That's what you're looking for, right? That will be your confirmation for this. But if I start looking at lower prices, right, I'm seeing that. Let me just bring this like that. I'm seeing. As an SR, so you got this high here, it's capping the market. That's the low over here, and then this low here is acting as support. So it's a bit of an SR, it's a bit of a range, as you can see. It's just like it just so happens that this area is the mid range over here. So we're looking for some sort of breakout, so like this, something like that. It's just looking like it's going to give us a breakout. We don't know just yet. Once it gives us a breakout, reclaim 3 cents, easy to 4.5 cents, and once we break out of that, then we reclaim that 50 cents. Remember, 50 cents is the key point. Once we reclaim 50 cents, then we can start going for all-time high. So there's a bit of a thingy, a bit of a wait, but it has the potential to rally hard, just like how it rallied this hard as well. And that's what it is. It's all community token owned kind of thingy. There's no KOLs involved in this in terms of actually getting supply and that kind of stuff. But that's one of them that I'm actually holding for the considerable time going ahead of us as well. So that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna have to bounce actually as well. It's been a real pleasure actually, and we'll catch up soon. So what's happening now when you think about it, before we actually end the stream as well, we've got the monthly close happening. Sorry, fucking throat is dry, man. You know when you're talking for 43 minutes, it's mad. So we've got the monthly close is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of the month as well. So once that's closed, we'll have a new monthly open. I do believe in that there's some bullish plays ahead of us, and I'll explain why I'm bullish in February in next session there. I'll probably do the session on Saturday or Sunday, but I'll make a note on that on Twitter. And yeah, I'll give you guys a heads up. So take care, everyone. Really appreciate you guys there. Show some love and take care. Have a great day.